Two people walk into two different dealerships on the same Saturday morning. Same city. Same age. Same paycheck. Both of them need a car. That part is not up for debate. The car is not optional. This is not a story about whether to buy. This is a story about what happens after you sign. One of them will be worth $67,000 more at age 35 than the other person. Not because they earned more. Not because they were luckier. Not because they had a trust fund or a finance degree. The difference was 4 things they did not sign. And one Saturday morning they spent preparing. Here is the part that will stay with you. The person who ends up worse, they actually had the lower monthly payment. That was the trap. That was exactly the trap. This is your life. Both versions of it. You are 23 years old. You take home $3,200 a month. You live in Charlotte, North Carolina. You share a place with a roommate. Your rent is split. And after groceries and utilities, you have somewhere between $600 and $900 left each month that is yours to direct. You are not wealthy. You are not broke. You are exactly where most people start. And you need a car. Path A. Your name is Marcus. You spend 3 Saturdays before you ever set foot in a dealership. You pull your credit score. It is 694. You go to your credit union, a small one, Carolina's Telco Federal Credit Union, and you sit across from a loan officer named Diane. Diane runs your numbers. She tells you the bank will approve you at 6.1% APR. She hands you a pre-approval letter. You fold it and put it in your jacket pocket. You research the car you want, a 2023 Honda Civic. Not the sport trim, not the touring, the base LX. You look up the dealer invoice price. You find that the MSRP is $24,400. You know dealers are not charities. You know there is a number between invoice and MSRP where both of you can live. You walk in knowing that number. The salesperson's name is Devin. Devin is good at his job. Devin shows you the sport trim first. It is sharper. It has heated seats and a sunroof and a larger touchscreen. It is $28,600. Devin lets you sit in it. The leather is nice. You notice that. You ask to see the LX. You test drive the LX. It drives fine. It does everything a car is supposed to do. You make an offer, $23,500. Devin comes back with $24,100. You shake hands at $23,900. That is $500 below sticker. Then you go into the finance office. A man named Greg sits behind a desk with a monitor angled slightly away from you. This is the moment most people are not prepared for. Greg is professional. Greg is calm. Greg offers you a loan at 9.4% APR. You take the pre-approval letter out of your jacket pocket. You tell Greg you have been approved at 6.1% through Carolina's Telco. You tell Greg you will use that financing unless he can beat it. Greg looks at his screen for 12 seconds. He comes back at 6.3%. You say fine. Greg then offers you an extended warranty, $3,000. He says it is peace of mind. You decline. You have already looked up a third-party warranty through Endurance. It costs $340 a year. You will purchase it next week. Greg offers you gap insurance through the dealership. $1,100 rolled into the loan. You decline. You called your insurance company, Geico, 2 weeks earlier. They told you gap coverage through them is $6 a month. You will add it on Monday. You sign the papers that matter. You do not sign the papers that do not. Your loan, $23,900 at 6.3% APR over 48 months. Your monthly payment, $498. You drive home. Path B. Your name is Jordan. You have wanted this car for a while. Not this specific car, just a car. Your own car. Something that is yours. You scroll listings on a Tuesday night, and by Thursday you have mentally chosen the trim level and the color. Saturday morning, you drive to the dealership in your friend's car, and you feel the excitement of knowing you are leaving in your own. The showroom smells like new carpet and fresh coffee. A salesperson named Tara greets you within 40 seconds. Tara is warm. Tara asks what you are looking for and you tell her about the Civic you saw online. Tara takes you directly to the sport trim. It is $28,600. It is sharp. The heated seats. The sunroof. The larger touchscreen. You sit in it. The leather is nice. You test drive it. On the way back to the lot, you already know you are buying it. In the finance office, Greg slides a paper across the desk. Your credit score is 687. The bank approved you at 7.9%. Greg presents you with a rate of 11.4%. You do not know what rate the bank gave Greg. You do not know that Greg's dealership is allowed to mark up the rate and keep the difference. You look at the monthly payment. Greg frames the whole thing around the monthly payment. With the 72-month term, you are looking at $387 a month. $387, that feels manageable. That feels like you can breathe. You do not ask what 72 months means in total interest. Greg does not volunteer it. Greg adds the extended warranty. It is $189 a month bundled into the payment. You do not notice it itemized. You see $387 and it feels okay. You sign. Greg adds gap insurance. $1,100 rolled into the loan. He tells you it protects you if the car is totaled. You nod. You sign. At the same moment you sign, something happens on Greg's screen that you cannot see. The manufacturer has already built into the car's pricing a holdback, a payment of roughly 2% of MSRP that the dealer receives after the sale, regardless of negotiations. On a $28,600 car, that is $572 that the manufacturer sends to the dealership after you drive away. You will never know this number exists. It exists. Greg also just made $1,200 on your financing markup alone. Your loan, $29,700 the car, plus the warranty, plus the gap at 11.4% APR over 72 months. Your monthly payment, $387. You drive home. Your payment is $111 less than Marcus's payment every month. That is the trap. Year 1 passes. Marcus is paying $498 a month. He takes $150 of what he saves versus Path B's true cost of ownership and puts it into a Fidelity Index Fund, a total market fund with a 0.03% expense ratio. He puts $63 into a high-yield savings account as an emergency fund. He is not doing anything dramatic. He is redirecting $213 a month. That is the anchor number, $213 a month. At the end of year 1, Marcus has put $1,800 into an index fund and $756 into savings. The investment has grown modestly. His car loan balance is around $18,400. His car's market value is approximately $19,800. He has equity.